Well, hello everybody and welcome to a new speed build. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I upload new speed builds every Sunday and new stop motion videos every Wednesday, so my channel is pretty much all Sims 4 building related. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like as well, because that really does help me out. So today is actually a little bit of a different video, or let me say I am actually pre-recording this, so I'm not 100% sure when exactly I will be uploading this. So I might be a little bit off there, but yeah, I will be going on a little vacation with my boyfriend soon, so I'm trying to pre-record as much as possible to make it possible to still bring out content and not work during my vacation. So that's what I'm doing right now. But this build is a little bit something different because I have been building lots of cottage living builds recently, because the pack just recently launched, and you probably know I absolutely love it. This is probably my absolute favorite expansion pack ever. It's in my opinion, it's just the best in terms of items, in terms of build buy, in terms of gameplay, in terms of the world and realism. It's just beautiful in my opinion. So yeah, I have been absolutely loving it, and I have been building lots and lots of builds with it, and also lots of builds with cottage living only. So I decided to give it a little bit of a break, or just build something a little bit different in between, because I don't know, I feel like if you build the same kind of style like all the time, I mean, obviously on my channel I'm gonna have a certain style. I'm not gonna build something that's like totally out of my style or anything like that, but yeah, you know what I mean. If you build something that is like the exact same style for a long time, I think it's kind of prone to be a little bit boring at some point. So I don't want to bore you, of course, and so I decided to build something a little bit different. And so I wanted to build something in Windenburg and not in Hanford on Bagley, because Windenburg is definitely, like, before cottage living came out, this was definitely my absolute favorite world. I just love it. Actually, I think the lighting in Windenburg is so beautiful. I don't know, especially compared to, not especially, but compared to Hanford on Bagley, the lighting there is a little bit dark, I feel like, and here in Windenburg it's just so, I don't know, it's just gorgeous. I love it, and it's so lush and green, and all these rocks and the ocean, and I just love that world. Anyway, I first decided that I wanted to build in Windenburg, and I didn't really decide on a style, so I went for a hunt on Pinterest and just looked across like my page, and I just found this image, and this actually looks pretty much, it looks a little bit like the original. It's not the exact same. I always say that I never like, or very rarely I will really like copy something, but this is like pretty much like the one that I saw. Except for the back part, it's only the front, and it's a little bit of a Victorian kind of build. So I'm not actually 100% sure what I'm gonna call this video. It might be like a Victorian villa or something, but yeah, and I figured I have never actually built something Victorian on my channel. And I think that's actually pretty popular in the Sims community. I think a lot of people really love that style, and I really love it too, actually. I have always loved these kind of builds, but I've just never really gotten around to building something like that myself. So yeah, I saw this picture, and I was I thought it's quite cute, and I just wanted to give it a try. And I've got to say, this build also, it's quite, how do I say it? It's quite colorless, if I have to say it that way. I don't know. It's kind of like very soft and very pale, I guess. because it's not very typical for me, because usually my builds are a little bit more colorful, especially in the flowers, and I love using exterior wallpaper with bold colors and or pastels or something. And this is pretty much just a very light pale gray. And also the flowers, you will see that later on, I also used only white. I didn't use any color except for green, obviously, but yeah, and that's something a little bit different too. I hope you will like that anyway. So yeah, I have pretty much been rambling on, and now we're already on the interior. There are a lot of rooms here. It's a home for a family of 4, so I imagine there to be 2 parents and 2 teens. And so we have basically 5 rooms. We have the living room. No, 5 is not true at all. We have 4 rooms. Yeah, we have 3 bedrooms and the living room, and then of course a kitchen. Oh no, we have the office too. It is actually 5 rooms. And so yeah, it's a typical, I would say, like a normal family house. So yeah, for the interior I went for all these beautiful pastel wallpapers. So every room has a different wallpaper color, and I used this gorgeous wooden floor that came with Cottage Living. I just cannot stop using that. It's just too pretty. I love wooden floor. I will always use wooden floor. I just cannot for the life of me stop using wooden floors. And this one is just perfect in my opinion. It looks so real and so used and just gorgeous. I just love it so much. And I thought in this beautiful white, not white, it's a very, very soft kind of wood tone. And I thought that fit quite perfectly into the interior. So yeah, I did that, and I used, as I said, different colors for each room. So for the living room, it's kind of like a lavender color. And yeah, I actually managed to include the grand piano that we have, and this is actually completely functional. I was quite surprised because I kind of like just like squished it in there, but it actually works, and I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, and this is the parents' bedroom, and we have the color yellow. It's a pale yellow, and here I built this kind of custom. It's kind of supposed to be like a sort of built-in but not really built-in vanity situation. I kind of like building these lately. I have been doing this for quite some time now because I always feel like well, typically I'm from Germany, and in Germany we don't really have like these walk-in closets. I think that's more a thing in the USA. I think, I'm not like 100% sure, but I think that's quite normal in the US. But here it's not, like actually not at all. So we more so have like these real like closets, and the ones that we have like in The Sims, they are either like very small, just vanities, or they are like these tall, yeah, or a little bit like, they are not really like closets in my opinion. We have very few real closets. So I'm always trying to build some myself to make it look a little bit more interesting, and yeah, that's what I try to do there. And now we're already into the kitchen, and here I used a mixture of the country kitchen kit and the cottage living kitchen counters. So the cottage living ones I used for the bottom, and the country kitchen kit ones I used for the top, because for some reason the cottage living ones for the top, they look a little bit weird in my opinion. They do look, to me, I mean, they are pretty. I love that they have the how do you say that, the curtains, and the I don't know, like they have clutter inside and all. That's very cute, but they are kind of on the outside a little bit like undone. They look unfinished to me. I don't know why. They're missing like some wooden texture or something like that. You know what I mean? Is it just me? Am I weird? I don't know. But like for example, the country kitchen kit counters, they do have that. So yeah, I decided to use those anyway. And yeah, the kitchen is fully functional. I had to change some things up because I used the stove and oven from Dream Home Decorator, and it didn't work for some reason. I had to kind of switch them. It's still the ones from Dream Home Decorator, but different ones, and I have no idea why the other ones didn't work. But yeah, it's all fine now. And they have a very small dining room, so yeah, it's very small. It's just a table and 4 chairs, and they are all functional, but they will have to like move over. So you will have to sit them down and then they will move over to the next chair. So, but it's all functional. And you just saw the office. That's obviously all functional as well. And this was kind of like a peach color. And this is one of the teens' bedrooms. And this is a very pale blue or mint color. And I am only showing you one because the video is already pretty long. So I'm not showing you the other one, which is pretty much the same. It's just a different color. It's again a kind of like lilac purple color, more colorful than this one. So yeah, but I prefer this one, so I decided to show you that. And I used a lot of fairy lights. I decided I wanted these teens both to be pretty tidy and pretty like, they are pretty grown up. They are about to like graduate from school. That's what I had in mind. And I thought the family would get along pretty well, and they would all like very much love each other and just be a happy family, and not so much like a I don't know, like a teen going through puberty or something like that. I think they're past that. So that's what I had in mind anyway. And this one has, I imagine this one to be the older one. So the room's a little bit larger, and they have their own kind of like little seating nook here, which I think is really cute. I would love to have one like that in that little tower. I think that's so cute. So yeah, and that's it for the interior. Now I'm working on this patio area, and I decided for the backyard and like outdoor kind of activities, I decided for them to just have this patio because the whole house is on a it's elevated, and it also has platforms. So I thought it didn't really fit if I would have this on the ground. And yeah, so I just decided to have this on a patio, and I wanted this to be round because I love having round shapes, as you might already know. And yeah, so I decided to use a lot of these round balconies and just connect them and make the shape look as interesting as possible. So yeah, they have everything that they should need outside. They have actually a little pool, which is quite cute. And yeah, of course they have a barbecue and a dining table outside as well. And this is where I'm working on this built-in functional whirlpool. So or jacuzzi, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I wanted there to be, I wanted to try to lower the jacuzzi into the ground, but it didn't work. So I just didn't bother and decided to just cover it up. And I just used some debug items, and they have a very small footprint, so it is possible for the Sims to just pass through them basically. So this whirlpool is completely functional, and I'm quite happy about that. Okay, so now I'm on to the front of the house, and we're gonna go on to the landscaping, or like the exterior. And yeah, here I'm on to the landscaping, and I had this idea for the landscaping because I always like to if I have some flower beds, I usually like to kind of cover the edges up with some sort of rocks or stones or anything like that. But I did not want to use those base game ones that I pretty much always use, because I don't like the gray color, especially not for this build. So I had the idea to use these Snowy Escape ones. I think they're kind of like Zen garden stones, but they look, the shape of them is so unique and so pretty, and it kind of made the whole build, in my opinion, made it come together and just give it a little bit of a, like, something extra and something special. And yeah, it looks very interesting to me. I love having like different sizes and different shapes, so I think this really kind of made it look a little bit cuter. And yeah, that's actually basically it already. I'm just working on the lighting right now, and that's basically all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I very much hope that you enjoy this build. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is MissyMotion. And again, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!